Yay Networks.
13 has been my lucky number for a while. Like, it's always a sign of good things to come for me.
This is 13, a Taylor Swift fan podcast, breaking down every song, every Easter egg, every era, and every theory. Hosted by the biggest Swifties, Nick Adams, Anna Castillejos, Amy Nichols, and Lacey Gee.
Welcome to 13, a Taylor Swift fan podcast. My name's Nick Adams.
Amy. And I'm Lacey Gee.
Anna couldn't be here today. She's in Disney World
For work.
with her job.
For the charity Kids. We will hear from her in just a little bit, so don't worry about that. But, Nick, we got some discussing to do.
I know. I was trying to talk like game plan, and y'all, Amy and Lacey were both like, "Oh, we'll talk about it on the podcast."
Yeah.
Like there's
And
gonna
you
be some
hate this.
drama.
You hate this so much. You just want the points to be the points. And
And y'all
And
always
not-
try and finagle
No,
funky ways to do
no.
things.
There's
it needs to be
not.
clear.
Yes, there's not that we're trying to make it complicated. It's that there was
It's
a
just you are.
snag in the plan last weekend. So before we get there, we are keeping up with our surprise songs. We are guessing every weekend to see if we can think like Taylor Swift. Is this what she's going to perform during the secret song set? And before Argentina, here what were our standings. Anna has 0.5. Nick, you have 1. I have 0.5. I have a half point as well. And Amy in the lead with 1.5. Now, the reason that this is so serious and why we have to get very, very technical about it is because the loser is going to have to release a 13-minute solo episode.
Wait, like next week we have to do that?
No, at some point.
At
some point. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
oh, oh.
But, I mean, who wants to do that alone? I know Amy certainly doesn't
No,
want
I do
to.
not.
Which is why I'm low-key rooting for her, just because I think it'd be hilarious. I don't want you to lose ever.
I can promise you it will not be hilarious.
It would be very, very cringe. Well, last weekend things didn't go as planned because Taylor is very methodical with everything that she does. Well, Thursday night, she had a show, and Amy was correct. She did play The Labyrinth. Amy guessed The Labyrinth and Is It Over Now on Thursday. But on Thursday night, she did perform The Labyrinth, and the very first night, we were all like, why didn't I get that? But then here comes Friday, November 10th, the day that a lot of people speculated Reputation was going to be released. That show had to get postponed. And that is only the second time ever Taylor Swift has had to postpone a show. In her career. I didn't know that, Nick. But she postponed the show, and then that's where the question comes in. How are we going to do Friday night show? Is Friday night just pushed off into Saturday? Now we're switching days and pushing back our guesses a day? Or are our guesses for Friday going to transfer over to Sunday when it
Correct.
was postponed?
Because I specifically chose night 3 songs on that day because of, I think,
You chose night 3 songs and not
yeah, sorry.
and not
because
November
of Veterans
10th
Day,
songs.
yes. And then
Okay.
it got pushed, I got added a day. Anyways, so the question is, for me, my personal opinion is night 2 and 3 are both fair game. Like, it doesn't matter. Not night 1, because that didn't change anything with our guesses. But night 2 and 3, I think, should be a full point no matter what.
I think Amy just wants points because
yeah.
I feel
But it's
like
not just me. I think it benefits us all.
I feel like it was pushed over. I feel like Friday night is now Sunday night and not a free for all.
I think Anna also thinks it should be fair game.
Nick?
I would just say whatever. I would just say night 1, 2, and 3, whatever dates that ended up happening. That's night 1, 2, and 3.
You just
You just keep it in order. You just keep
Okay.
it in order.
You keep it in order.
So like instead of night 2 now being night 3, I just think it's night 1, 2, and 3.
I think the
I just
opposite.
think I just think that's
Do you think it should be fair game as well?
I just think
No,
that's
I
the
think
easiest.
it should be night 1, night 3, night 2. Because Friday
the show
night
that
was
was
canceled,
was then pushed.
was
like,
rescheduled
flip-flop
on
days.
Sunday. So I think if Taylor Swift had had something planned for Reputation, I think that she would have saved it for that crowd.
So if we're disagreeing, why not just count them both? Like, if you did night 2 or night 3, it doesn't matter. Like, we get a point for either because none of us are going to agree.
So you just get a full point if you correctly guessed on
2 or 3.
either night.
Yes. I think is the most fair way. And I think we all benefit from it. I haven't, counted them, but...
I don't math. I haven't counted them
But
either. I
you
have the
benefit.
answers in front of me.
So do you, Nick.
Oh, do I?
I think so. I mean, I think we all benefit.
Okay, so here is what was performed regardless. On November 11th, which was Saturday, she played
time she performed.
the second night that she performed in
So night
Buenos Aires. She performed Is It Over Now and Out of the Woods mashup, which beautiful.
Iconic.
Beautiful. And Endgame. And then on Sunday, November 12th, she performed Better Than Revenge and Slut. So here were our guesses. Thursday night, Amy gets a full point for Labyrinth. She guessed Is It Over Now and Out of the Woods. And then,
No, I guess Labyrinth.
I'm sorry, Is It Over Now and Labyrinth. And you got a point for Labyrinth.
Yes.
Wait,
Anna.
wouldn't you get a half point? I'm
No,
so
but
confused.
I did it on the first night.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Anna guessed Is It Over Now and Out of the Woods.
And she specifically said a mashup. And I don't think we accepted it. But she thinks she should get a full point for both songs.
I don't care. Whatever. Make your own
I
rules as
don't
you go.
think
I don't
so.
care. I don't care.
I
Y'all
don't
make the
think
rules.
so. I think it should be, I don't know. Lacey, what do you think?
Well, she would still get half a point and half a point.
I feel like this
Regardless,
is a great
so that would be a full
example
point.
of the difference in men and women. Someone needs to study this. I just want to make this easy and move along, and you guys are just making this just so
I
long
wasn't
and
going to
drawn
bring
out
it
and
up.
complicated.
Before she left, she also said she should get a full point because she said mashup. So
Whatever.
a total of 3 points.
But she's also saying that because she's in last.
Okay, I decide Anna gets a full point because it is half a point and half a point.
I agree. I think that is acceptable.
On night 2, what ended up being night 2. So Anna's going to get a full point. Nick, on Thursday, you had guessed Slut, which came up on the last night. So you're now going to get...
by y'all's math, 8 points for that? Is that how this is
I
working?
think it's going to be a half a point.
I was going to say 13, but I don't
Okay,
math
okay.
well. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and give you half a point. I guessed Glitch, which still hasn't happened. What's going on there? And I did guess Is It Over Now? So I'm going to get half a point
I also get half a point.
for Thursday, and Amy gets half a point as well. So coming just from Thursday night, Amy has 1.5, Anna has 1. You now added half a point. I now added half a point. So go us. Now, on Friday or night 2, Amy guessed Endgame. She did perform Endgame. And that was on the second night. Does Amy get a full point?
I don't care. Whatever,
Amy gets
y'all
a full
decide.
point for that.
I think night 2 and 3 are up for game.
Amy gets a full point. Anna said, Amy said, Endgame, Dancing with Our Hands Tied. So you get a full point for Endgame. Anna said, Now That We Don't Talk, and I Wish You Would, no points. Nick said, Foolish One and Glitch, no points. I said, Better Than Revenge, and I Did Something Bad. According to Amy's rule, I get a full point.
Yes. I agree.
Sweet.
And then the last night, Amy said, Epiphany and The Way I Love You.
Yes.
No points there.
No.
Anna said Endgame and Me. So she's going to get a full point.
Yes.
Okay. A pity point. And Nick now gets a pity point as well, in my opinion, but I'm going to go with it. Because Nick guessed Endgame and Happiness. So you do get 1 point.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then I guessed We Were Happy and You're Losing Me. And those are a big fat no. So y'all guess and let me math real quick.
Guess for the following week?
I'm sorry, y'all just talk and let me math
Sure.
it up real quick.
I think Nick was marking the point.
No, I was just doodling.
Oh.
I was just doing on a sheet of
Do
paper.
we trust her? She
half
says,
listening.
how many times did she said I don't math, and she's doing the math?
Yeah, I don't know. But I will just like to point out for anyone in the room, for anyone listening, the next time you ask the man in your life a question, and he says, "I don't care. It's because of whatever just happened in here
It's the
is
biggest
probably
beatdown.
happening in the house,
But-
and we don't care."
But it's important to us. Why
Okay,
don't you care for
but
us?
Genuinely, I do not care.
Then
Like
you
that
can
is a
listen.
response.
As respect, you wouldn't say I don't care.
But then if I choose something that you don't want, you're still going to put up a fight, and I'm going to have to say, okay. So either way, we're coming to the same conclusion. It's just we're more worked up over it.
Okay, so then you shouldn't participate in any, any decision making.
Question before I declare these points. 1.5 and 2.5, does that equal 4?
Yes.
Okay.
Are you talking about me?
So here are now the totals before we go into 2 weekends, 2 whole weekends in Brazil. Number 1, Amy
Oh, wow.
with 4 points. Coming in second place, tied. Anna, 2.5. Nick, 2.5. And me in last place with 2 whole points.
I like this.
But I've got some great reasoning for this weekend, and I have no doubt I'm going to sweep y'all. I'm pretty sure I'm going to name her whole entire
Wow.
secret song set list.
I'm
Very
excited to
bold.
hear it.
That's how I'm feeling. But before we get there, let's talk about the iconic welcoming that Taylor Swift got as she landed in Brazil. So she's in Rio de Janeiro, and this weekend and next weekend, and then that's it for this year for the Eras Tour. She's wrapping it up next weekend. Also, I would like to note that Taylor is, I'm guessing, skipping her Thanksgiving or at least celebrating where she is because she has a show on Friday. So she's going to be in Brazil, I would imagine, Thursday. Now, people might be with her, but I do think that that's cool. You would expect most businesses are shut down. Taylor Swift's going to be working.
You know what? A holiday can move based on Taylor's schedule.
Sure.
You know?
Sure.
So if Thanksgiving is supposed to be on Thursdays, we can make it to like the next Thursday.
But
Or no, we can't even do it the next Thursday. Her and her friends can get together in New York in like a month, and it'll be fine.
But Walmart might be the hardest working business that we know of, and Walmart's shutting down.
It's
So,
true.
I mean, you can still, you can say that, but I think it's incredible. Anyway, Taylor Swift is landing or has landed in Rio de Janeiro, and what does she see? The iconic Christ the Redeemer statue has projected on Jesus Christ the "You Belong With Me" iconic Junior Jules shirt. And it says, "Welcome to Brazil," in the same Junior Jules style. And it has some SwifTea symbols like the hand heart. There's a bow and arrow. I do have a question. Do we think that's a scarf or a football? I've heard both. There's something on the shirt, and it looks like a scarf or a football, so I'm not really sure which one. But Mayor Eduardo Paes, and I'm sorry for butchering that, said in a statement, "We will properly honor Taylor Swift and her arrival to Caracoa," again, apologies, territory tonight. "Just to tell the Swifties tonight, Christ the Redeemer will honor her presence. According to some, she is the Michael Jackson of modern times, and for me, she is Madonna." So that's quite an honor to be able to get that projection put on Jesus Christ, the Redeemer.
I know we we have to like say we love everything that Taylor does, and she has nothing to do with this. I don't like anything being projected onto Jesus.
But
That seems a little sacrilegious to
But I think they
people who
do
like
it commonly.
Yes, they do it.
Jesus. Oh, is this a common thing?
Well, it's a highest honor
Right,
thing.
right.
So
Still.
They do project things on Christ regularly.
Yeah.
But
Yes.
still, that's a little. I feel like that's a little much for any projecting anything up there. It can be whatever soccer
I
team.
mean, they're making up their rules. I'm like, if they're
I know,
okay
but
with it, then
just
we should be
seems-
okay with it.
It doesn't sit right. Like if you were.
I
Like
don't
if
think I'd
we were,
like it here. If
right.
we
If we're
weren't-
driving down the street and a church building has Metallica
right
on the side of their church because they're in town,
I would.
does that
No.
I don't
match
think
up?
I don't think that those two would go together.
or anything?
Yeah.
It could be anybody.
But that doesn't.
If it's Ed Sheeran's in town and the Catholic church down the street has Ed Sheeran's red head projected on the side of the building,
It's just not a
Is
part
that cool?
of our tradition, so I would say no. But I
Sounds
think
weird.
it is familiar with them.
All right. I mean, I guess
Well-
I don't know, whatever. I'm not like trying to get
I do
people
not want to see it
offended, but
here. Yeah.
it just seems a little much.
Speaking of, is this disrespect or not? And I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but the same Jesus that's in New Orleans is the same one, and I've always called him Touchdown Jesus.
Well, there is a touchdown Jesus.
Is that the same thing? Because I mean, they look the same, right?
Well, I
Isn't
think
that
his hands are out, like on the cross? Touchdown goes, hands go
Well,
up.
touchdown Jesus is at Notre Dame. It's on the campus of Notre Dame. There's there's a really big in the football field. There's a giant mural of Jesus with his hands in the air, and so that's touchdown Jesus.
Amy? You're right. Rio de Janeiro Jesus does have his arms
yeah,
out.
like he's on the
Out.
cross.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, but I was
But
just
he's not on the cross.
I was just thinking of the one from New Orleans because you can see whenever a shadow comes, you can see the touchdown Jesus from forever. So anyway, that's what's going on in Brazil right now. And now we have our guesses. So for Friday, do you want to check in with our girl Anna? Our
Yeah.
girl Anna has given her guesses live from Disney. And here's what she's thinking for Friday.
So, over the years, people have asked me to describe my songwriting process from beginning to end. I'm kidding. How many times can I make this joke when I send in a voice memo to the podcast? Anyway, sorry that I'm not there today for our predictions episode. I'm actually at Disney World right now. And if anybody has been listening to our podcast for longer than a year, you remember when Nick and I were both at Disney World last year, because it was this time last year that Ticketmaster had canceled the general sale for the Eras tour, and we were doing a bunch of emergency episodes live from Disney World. So I'm back at Disney World with our charity Kids, having the best time ever, and it's actually so cute. There was a little girl that came up to me on the first day, and she was like, "Anna, do you really have Taylor Swift's schedule on your phone?" Because she knows that I have the Swift Alert app, so that's hilarious. I love finding Swifties everywhere. Anyway, here are my predictions for Brazil. First weekend in Brazil at Rio de Janeiro. For night one, I'm going to say Don't Go, and I'm going to pair it with You're Losing Me, just because I feel like those two songs just go together. We've talked about that on the podcast before. I think she's still going to be pushing the 1989 vault, and she's never done You're Losing Me, but I did notice that the Midnight's late night edition CDs were up on her website yesterday, so maybe it's possible that she's wanting to promote that, and she's going to do You're Losing Me. So my heart's not ready if that actually happens.
Great guesses.
Absolutely. Okay, I'm going to go next.
Okay.
My predictions for night one in Rio. I think today there's a new movie out, The Hunger Games.
Oh my God, I have the same
And
thought.
so I think she's going to do Safe and Sound.
Yay!
Her version from, the earlier Hunger Games movies. So I think, Safe and Sound is going to be on there. And then I also think she's going to perform I Did.
Warmer, sunnier days are calling, and you can fuel up for them with Factor's no prep, no mess meals. Meet your wellness goals in time for summer thanks to the menu of chef-crafted meals with options like Calorie Smart, Protein Plus, and Keto. Factor's fresh, never frozen meals are dietitian approved and ready to eat in just 2 minutes. So if you only have a few minutes between meetings during the day, or you get home and you're just so hungry but you have no time to cook, Factor is where you should go. They have 35 different meals and more than 60 add-ons to choose from every week, and you'll always have new flavors to explore. You can crush your wellness goals this May with dietitian approved meals and ingredients that you can trust. And these are delicious. From breakfast to dessert, you can stay fueled with easy, nutritious options. And you can keep kitchen time to a minimum. Factor meals are ready in 2 minutes, so no shopping, prepping, cooking, or cleaning up. Enjoy effortless support for your lifestyle. Head to factormeals.com/TaylorSwiftFan50 and use code TaylorSwiftFan50 to get 50% off your first box plus 20% off your next month. That's code TaylorSwiftFan50 at factormeals.com/TaylorSwiftFan50 to get 50% off your first box plus 20% off your next month while your subscription is active.
Something bad.
Very good.
Solid guesses.
I guess, can I go next?
Yeah.
Because I already said one of them. Yes, Safe and Sound. I'm so excited. And I've seen a lot of people in Rio de Janeiro saying that they want to see Me as a surprise song, and I think that crowd would do it justice, and I'm guessing Me.
All right, great guesses. Well, I went a totally different route. First off, I forgot that it was Hunger Games Day, but today is National Unfriend Day. And sometimes, it's better to cut that toxic person out of your life. Shout out to earlier eras of myself. But for that reason, I think she's going to play Closure, followed by Hoax.
Nice.
She's not going to address it. She's not going to say, because Taylor believes in you don't have to forgive and you don't have to forget. And she has been wronged before. And both of those songs touch on that.
Okay. All right. So let's move on to night 2 in Rio. Let's hear Anna's predictions.
For night 2, I think Taylor is very aware of all of the connections that we've been making between her and Travis Kelce and tying it back to Mary's song. So I think maybe she'll do Mary's song because of the 87, 89. And I'm going to pair that with Dancing with Our Hands Tied, mostly because I feel like she's finally starting to perform Reputation songs. She didn't for a long time, but maybe this is another weekend where we get another Reputation song.
All right. Good guesses, Anna. I believe that Taylor is going to perform Now That We Don't Talk and Hoax.
Excellent.
Amy, what you think?
Yes, I have Say Don't Go and The Way I Loved You paired together.
All right.
Ooh, Lacey?
All right. Okay, well, for Saturday, night 2, originally this was going to be my guess for tonight until I saw what today was. But they made Jesus look pretty cute up there. So I think for that reason, she's going to play Gorgeous. And then
Hey, Jesus, would you?
Oh my
Jared
God.
Leto, yes. which I'm watching We Crash now, and Jared Leto's in that. It's about the WeWork thing on Apple TV Plus. Anyway, someone said, "What, do you think you're Jesus?" And he said, "I get told I look like him a lot." And he walked off, and I was like, that's a great answer. That is a really good answer. So Gorgeous, and then simply for no other reason, but I want to hear it, Crazier.
Oh, nice.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Good guess. Why not?
Yeah. So I'm going with Crazier.
I have heard people on social media speculating when she does release a new version of Gorgeous, what are they going to do with the voice at the beginning? Because it was Blake and Ryan Reynolds' daughter. Are they going to use like one of their other kids?
That would be great.
Because they have younger kids now.
Mhm.
Like they just had one not too long ago, but that one I don't think can talk yet.
But also, Taylor's re-releasing and re-recording her music. Why would she not want the older child on there? Because, I mean, the original child, because we can hear the maturity
True.
in Taylor's voice. So you can still be a cute kid
Gorgeous.
without having without having that little misspeak or anything.
It'll
so I
be
mean,
cute either way.
yeah.
All right, let's move on to the final night in Rio. Let's hear what Anna has to say.
Then for night 3, I'm going to say Now That We Don't Talk, again, because I still feel like she's promoting the 1989 Taylor's version. And I feel like that just kind of goes with The Way I Loved You, which is kind of surprising to me that The Way I Loved You has survived this long into the tour. I kind of thought that would be one of the earlier surprise songs, but yes. So Now That We Don't Talk and The Way I Loved You for night 3. And just in case you need a little quick recap, night 1, Say Don't Go and You're Losing Me. Night 2, Dancing with Our Hands Tied and Mary's Song. And night 3, The Way I Loved You and Now That We Don't Talk. And I hope I get at least a point in here. And I can't wait to figure out how you guys are deciding the point system from Argentina. But I definitely think that I should get a point for Is It Over Now and Out of the Woods, at least, at the very least. Full point. Just kidding, half point, full point, whatever. Can't wait. Okay, bye.
Anna,
Spoiler, Anna. We all gave participation trophies. Everybody wins.
Anna, you're going to hear this recording while you're waiting in line at a ride in Disney World, and you're still going to be confused on how we did the point system. Because I'm in the room and I still have no idea
we
what
have
happened.
a total, Nick. It's okay.
All right, well, I think, oh, wait. Oh, no, we still got to make our guesses.
we-
I was about
yeah,
to
we
wrap
need
it up.
to.
We got to go now. Okay. I think she's going to perform Babe because it's one of my favorite Taylor Swift songs, and I just want to hear it. And then I think she's going to wrap up everything in Rio by playing Closure.
I'm hearing a lot of repeats.
There
This
are
is
a lot of
great.
repeats
I love
today.
it. So Sunday night, I have Mary's Song for the same thoughts that Anna had, the 87 and 89, and Peace.
Lovely.
I will die dead whenever I hear Peace Live. So for Sunday, I'm going along with the love story theme. I surprisingly have no vault tracks, no 1989 in these guesses, none whatsoever. I feel like it got a lot of love last weekend. So I think she's going to do long story short because it was the wrong guy. And so it goes.
Love it. I want to hear that one.
So those are my thoughts going into this weekend. That's everybody's thoughts. Hopefully we won't have anything to argue about.
Yeah.
Point wise, we'll see. We'll see what she has
I'm
up
sure
her sleeve
we can find something to argue about.
for this weekend. Do y'all expect anything crazy? Or is this just a calm, normal show with secret songs? Cute Taylor being cute.
I think it might be the following Brazil weekend.
Her final
Yes.
weekend of the tour
Yes.
this year.
This leg. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this year.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to go with that too.
I think so.
I'm thinking just calm.
I think so as well. However, Taylor Nation always has me on edge, and especially with their cake mentions. I think it was yesterday or earlier this week, celebrating 2-year anniversary of I Bet You Think About Me. We still don't know what the numbers mean. I'm not expecting anything this weekend, but who knows? We know that it's impossible to think like Taylor Swift.
All right. Well, let us know if you are there in Rio, any of our international lobsters. Did you see the pictures of people from Argentina that were posting international lobsters? And someone brought in a picture of a lobster to the concert.
I know.
So cool.
It is so cool.
So tag
And
us if you're there.
Our boy, August Fidel, he said he wore a pin of the lobster, and he didn't know if anybody was going to get it. And he said he was at the show for about 30 seconds before somebody said it.
So cool.
So, yeah, thank you for that. I think that's really cool. Thank
That's
y'all.
really cool. All right. Well, tag us if you're there. We would love to see how you are seeing the show. We would love to see your vantage point. So hit us up at the 13 Podcast across all the social medias. All the ways to contact us are in the description of this podcast. So join us next time. We have a very special episode coming up. We are talking to one of the most popular Swifties right now. His name is Kyle, and he's the brain behind Swift Alert, the new app that we all have downloaded on our phones. It was a really fun conversation, and we can't wait for you to hear it. So join us then.
And Nicholas, you know what we have coming up after that? You weren't here for it, but we did give you lots of love and mention during this episode. But after that, next week, we are going to be posting Ask Anything questions.
Nice.
We took
No dumb questions.
No dumb questions. Thank you. Ask Anything questions. I guess can I present it any dumber? But yes, taking a bite out of our friends from the New Heights podcast. That's a very popular segment that they have. And our girl Anna asked the Swifties, what questions do you have for us? There are no dumb questions. And we get into that next week.
Thanks for listening to 13, a Taylor Swift fan podcast. Subscribe for free and leave a positive review on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or Google Podcasts.
Warmer, sunnier days are calling, and you can fuel up for them with Factor's no prep, no mess meals. Meet your wellness goals in time for summer thanks to the menu of chef-crafted meals with options like Calorie Smart, Protein Plus, and Keto. Factor's fresh, never frozen meals are dietitian approved and ready to eat in just 2 minutes. So if you only have a few minutes between meetings during the day, or you get home and you're just so hungry but you have no time to cook, Factor is where you should go. They have 35 different meals and more than 60 add-ons to choose from every week, and you'll always have new flavors to explore. You can crush your wellness goals this May with dietitian approved meals and ingredients that you can trust. And these are delicious. From breakfast to dessert, you can stay fueled with easy, nutritious options. And you can keep kitchen time to a minimum. Factor meals are ready in 2 minutes, so no shopping, prepping, cooking, or cleaning up. Enjoy effortless support for your lifestyle. Head to factormeals.com/TaylorSwiftFan50 and use code TaylorSwiftFan50 to get 50% off your first box plus 20% off your next month. That's code TaylorSwiftFan50 at factormeals.com/TaylorSwiftFan50 to get 50% off your first box plus 20% off your next month while your subscription is active. Summer is right around the corner and we love to have fun, but we're all really well aware that it can get expensive. And when you have financial goals, you need to decide what's worth it. A Chime checking account helps you reach your financial goals while still enjoying your summer. Are you traveling at all this summer? Maybe to hit up another Eras tour date? And look, sometimes you know that you don't mean to overdraft, but it just happens when things start to add up. And Chime allows you to overdraft up to $200 with no fees, which at times can be a total game changer. You can set up your direct deposit with your Chime account and you'll be notified to enroll in SpotMe. Live it up this summer and make progress towards your financial goals with Chime. Open your bank account in minutes at chime.com/TaylorSwiftFan. That's chime.com/TaylorSwiftFan. Chime feels like progress. Banking services and debit card provided by the Bancorp Bank N.A. or Stride Bank N.A. members. FDIC. SpotMe eligibility requirements and overdraft limits apply. Boosts are available to eligible Chime members enrolled in SpotMe and are subject to monthly limits. Terms and conditions apply. Go to chime.com/disclosures for details.